Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. I want to ask you one big favor. One big favor. Can you do that for me? One big favor. Can you do this? Huh? For me once. Can you please take this down? Please. Because to be honest with you, I don't even care about this anymore. And the fact is I have the marks of Jesus, so yeah, people are gonna think that I'm God in the flesh. No, I'm not God in the flesh. What did you think I was? Oh, because I'm God in the flesh? What do you want me to say? What would you rather me say? What would you rather me say, huh? What would you rather me say? Can you do that? What would you rather me say? So, I was condemned for blasphemy. And I was charged with sedition because I claimed to be the king of the Jews. So did David. But just because you're king of the Jews doesn't mean you turn people against your own government. Of course not. Is it not something you should understand or something you don't want to understand? Do you not want to understand this or something you don't understand? The fact is, you don't want to understand this. It's not the fact that you should. King of the Jews, people saw that as a mockery for something that pertained to the fact that I did not enjoy the works of the Pharisees and those who served the Roman authority. I was not satisfied with these people. So when they wanted me to be king of the Jews and people were saying that I was the Messiah, they found it as to be seditious or an act of sedition. And not only that, I didn't even blaspheme the Roman Empire. In fact, what I really did, I didn't even blaspheme anything, to be honest with you. In fact, I wasn't even saying that I was God. Do you want to know what they were really saying? They were really saying that to be the Son of God, just like those who were the sons of God in the Garden of Eden. Before that, Michael the archangel and all the other archangels there was who were sons of God happened to be one of those sons of God, which came before the very beginning of the earth because they were of God. So when you're of God, what do you think happened? When you were born from a God which had non-human DNA and human DNA, and you came from a God which was forever, you were just like Michael the archangel, just like any other archangel. So no, by any means whatsoever, it doesn't always mean that Jesus is completely God. No, if Jesus had human DNA and non-human DNA, then he wasn't fully God, nor was he fully man. You do know that, right? You can't be fully man and fully God at the same time. That would be 200. That would be 200% God and man. That doesn't even make any sense. If Jesus was fully God and fully man, then that wouldn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Because I think the Jews are very satisfied with the things that I'm saying right now. Why? Because you know that you're wrong, for one. For two, I agreed that I was God because, well, I came from my Father in heaven. So what would you expect me to say? Hmm? It seems to me like you still have the same problem. You still are so confused by the things that I actually said, which you think of things that I didn't say, or things that I didn't mean to say at the most. So, yeah, to you, that's not going to make any sense, and that would lead you to believe something to be confused of that very thing about. And that's exactly what you did. You couldn't deal with me anymore. So you threw me away. Exactly what any other autistic person would do. Am I right? What do you think my mother wanted to do to me? My mother wanted to keep me in her house, but she couldn't because she couldn't deal with me anymore. I was prophesying. Nobody can agree with a prophet. It's absolutely not. That's exactly the person they'll hate. Because that's what their destiny is. They're not of this world. When you're of God, you're not of this world. Period. So if I were the king of the Jews and I was the king of the whole universe and everything that dwells therein, doesn't have to mean that I'm not fully God. Nor does it mean I'm fully man. You have human and non-human DNA. So what did you expect from the Son of God? To sit on a throne which was none other than his Father in heaven? Are you kidding me? I need you to think about the mistake that you are making by posting this stuff. I've gotten wiser and wiser, and you know what? My understanding has become greater and greater. So for you to say such thing, for you to repeat the same condemnation, you'd like to say that I did something wrong when I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. In fact, if I did something wrong, and I think it would be pretty obvious, am I right? I'm just as innocent as I was 2,000 years ago. You know what? Cussing and hating other, I don't hate other people. You know what? You know what it sounds like when you say that I hate other people. You know what it sounds like? Please don't tell me that sounds really cliche. It is cliche. Um, I hate other people. Hey, guess what? I hate you. Yeah, right. I don't hate you. In fact, I love you very much. Oh, but you know what? Blasphemy is for those that hate God or speak against God in any type of way, shape, fashion, or form. But apparently, God agreed with me in the very beginning. So that is who I became to be. To be the king of the Jews is just another thing. That's not something that I claim to be, it's something that the others claim me to be. Other than that, saying that I claim to be the king of the Jews and I was committing sedition is just an idea for fools. It really is. It was an idea for fools. And I wasn't crucified because I was being sacrificed, although I am the resurrection and the life. So it was being made manifest that I should die. Other than that, it didn't really matter. Didn't really ever matter anyways. Oh no, I guarantee you I probably won't ever go back to Israel. Probably because it's for my own good. And you know that, right? If I went back to Israel today and I stood in the center of Jerusalem, people would be taking pictures of me and everybody would be going up to me and saying, oh my gosh, it's Jesus. No. I'm not going through that again, man. It's not happening. It's not happening. I didn't want to die on the cross. I didn't want to. I didn't want to end up here in a group home either. I didn't want to end up in a disabled home. But I am. It wasn't an act of compassion. Although it was. I didn't pretend to be compassionate. I did act as if I were compassionate. But I didn't do it because I wanted to. I had to do it. I did it because I had to do it. Not for the sins of mankind, Didn't really matter about the sins of mankind. I did it because of those who sinned against me. I didn't die for the sins, I died because of the sins. Sins that people falsely accuse me of and gave me adherence to something that I didn't do. Of course, it's called a false accusation. Or in other words, what is it called? Treason. It's called treason. Why didn't the Pharisees get caught for treason? Why didn't they do that? Huh? 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 Ha 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 ha. Why didn't they do that? Can you tell me? Pharisees did a lot of treason and did a lot of false accusations based on what they viewed to be a confusing statement, such as before Abraham was, I am. They thought I was saying that I was God, but they made a mistake. You see, I never said that. I never did say that. Sure is quite a delusion, am I right? Sweet smell of infinity, right? What a delusion. You've been made a delusion unto these people. You've been made to believe that I was God. And you continue to believe that I'm God. And that's exactly what you'll see. When you see me, and you see that I don't know your name, you are also following the same idea that the Pharisees believed. And that's the whole reason why they crucified me. By something none other than believing that I was God, when they knew that I wasn't, right? But I do have the DNA. I'm not fully God, nor am I fully man. I'm probably half and half, maybe. A lot of people, everyone has a little bit of God in them. You just have to find that God that's in them. Apparently, you've already found the God in me. It's pretty familiar, am I right? I'm sure you won't turn up in confusion. Of course not. Sure that a God that you'll understand will be a God that you see. Alright? Have a nice day. I love y'all. Have a very blessed day. Bye-bye.